How can you be a successful streamer on Twitch in 2020? I'm going to share the kind of weird advice that you need to be a successful streamer, and I've got a special bonus for you in this video, so make sure that you pay attention. What's up everyone, it's Ashley. I just finished my morning routine, which is gym, food, shower, meditation, and my anxiety has been really high today. Dylan's BPD has been pretty hard today, so not feeling too great. We're a little chaotic this morning, but it is 1:55 on February 8th, which means that we are about to start the 2-hour meeting for week 2 for DreamStream Academy. So I'm gonna bring you with me and we're gonna talk about how you can be a successful streamer. Okay, I just got done with the week 2 meeting for DreamStream Academy, which is my 6-week stream coaching program. And I'm feeling really good about the meeting. It was really cool. I'm really enjoying hanging out with the students. They seem to really be enjoying the program, but also we gave them an anonymous feedback form. So I'm really looking forward to getting into that later. The anxiety is creeping up again. But you're really here to learn how to be a successful streamer, right? And the number one thing that we really need to talk about, something that is incredibly important, is you defining what success means to you. We can't all be the next ninja, Tim the Tatman, Dr. Lupo. If that is your aspiration and that is your goal, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But you might also be very happy at a smaller level than that, something that is much more achievable. The problem here is that a lot of us focus on the outcome. We focus on, I want to be a Twitch partner with 1,000 viewers, or I want to have 100,000 followers, as opposed to focusing on the actual journey. If you can set systems in place and set up a journey for yourself that is going to get you to those goals, that's really what matters. That's going to be way more impactful than you just gunning for some numeric goal. I actually tweeted about this recently, and a lot of people said that success was whatever you define it as, which I think is completely true. So what do you define success as? What is success as a streamer to you? Let me know down below in the comments. I also really encourage you to figure out not what someone else wants to be as a streamer, not what is successful to them, but what is success to you. For a lot of my clients that I've worked with, they don't know what the end goal is for themselves. But if you don't know what the end goal is, how do you know that you're on the right path, right? So I encourage you to drill down a little bit and really figure it out. I've actually got a workbook for you. If you'd like a link to that, it's down below. It's completely free workbook. It's the 6 exercises that I used to figure out what success was for me. The next thing we need to talk about is money, because in that tweet, a lot of the responses were talking about how a successful streamer is someone who is wealthy, is rich, or can pay all of their bills from streaming. Believe it or not, you can actually be financially successful as a streamer at any level. That's because streaming is the #1 best piece of content that you can create in order to gain more trust with an audience. And there are 90 billion different ways to make money online. The problem here is that 1, you have to learn all of the different ways that you can make money online, and 2, you need to make sure that you are successfully managing that money, because there's nothing worse than getting hit with a ton of back taxes or having to pay 30% of the income that you've made all year and you haven't saved for it. When it comes to managing the money that you make, I don't care if you make a single dollar as a streamer, make sure that those finances are separate from your personal finances. This doesn't seem like a big deal, but whenever you have money coming in from your content creator business and it's just getting mixed in with all of your personal finances, that can make tax time so freaking confusing for you. You can't keep track. The problem here is you need a business account because you are a business, and most business accounts have really high minimums. They have fees. They're a nightmare. You have to go in person, whereas there are some really cool online banks now. And in fact, this video isn't sponsored by this company, but I am working with Novo. They reached out to me and they wanted to partner together because streamers as businesses, y'all need to think about managing your money appropriately, this is a perfect solution for that. There's no minimums, so if you're a smaller streamer, it's still gonna be helpful for you. It's gonna keep all of your finances separate from your personal finances, and you can fill out their application in like 5 minutes. I've seriously never been this excited or aligned with a company before, so I'm really excited to get to work with Novo. This is something that I really believe in. I'm really at this place where I needed them whenever they came along. If you're a streamer of any size, make sure that you get this bank account so that you don't mix all of your finances. And if this channel has ever helped you and you just want to repay your girl, this is an affiliate thing for me. Sign up and you're gonna help out this channel. So thank you. Also, did I mention that it's like totally free? The next thing you need to focus on to be a successful streamer is gonna seem super counterintuitive. It's don't grow your stream right away. The problem with trying to grow your stream right away is that you listen to people who have all of the attention on the platform, who are like the largest creators, that are saying stream a ton, because when you're not live, you're not growing, right? But it's different whenever they started streaming in 2011, 2012, and that's exactly how you grew. But the game has totally changed. It's not just about being live anymore. It's truly about being discoverable. And as we all know, streaming platforms have terrible discoverability. So we need to make sure that we're participating on platforms that have good discoverability, meaning YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, social media, TikTok, wherever you want to create. This can actually feel so hard for a streamer because you feel so romantic about your love for your streaming platform, or you feel really bad about cutting down that extra day of your stream for your community and focusing on a YouTube channel, for example. But in the long run, it does lead to you growing your channel more. Think about the fact that whenever you're streaming, if someone's not there, they don't get to enjoy your content at all. But if you have a library of YouTube channels, of podcast episodes, they can watch and listen to those on their own time. They're not bound by your time zone and your availability of your stream in order to get content from you. Now, everyone's gonna have varying degrees of success with this, and just because you start creating on YouTube doesn't mean that you just get to create garbage. You still have to make good stuff. It has to be searchable, it has to be good, it has to solve a problem for people. But if you create stuff that can be found within YouTube's algorithm, it can help grow your channel. The problem is if you're creating YouTube videos and they're not being found by anyone, then you're kind of wasting your time. So I'm going to talk about YouTube in an upcoming video. I'm going to do an entire series about how I've been growing my YouTube channel, the things that I've learned over the last couple of years. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, now I have to change my battery and get this YouTube video out. Okay, our YouTube video is up. It's been promoted on Instagram and on Twitter. I also responded to comments for the first hour. I really like to be in the comment section and active, so that way y'all know that whenever I post a video, I'm actually there. So at this point in your journey, you've defined what success means to you. You've set up the financial side of your business, and you have created some kind of discoverability plan, or you've looked into other platforms where you'll actually be found through the algorithm. The next step is you want to focus on your growth. So this is the point where you're actually going to jump from 0 to whatever your successful version of viewership is. For a lot of people on Twitch, this means 75 viewers because you want to get partnered, you want that little check mark, you want to feel like you're part of the exclusive club. I'm not going to go too much into the actual content side here because we talk a lot about that in another video, but your stream needs to educate, entertain, inspire, and connect people in a way that is fresh and unique to you, while also making sure that you're posting content on discoverable platforms with algorithms, so that you can grow people's awareness of you. The next thing you really want to try to do is be involved everywhere. So we've talked about having a responsive culture before, but you essentially want to make yourself stand out as being someone who responds to everything, because responding to everything that you see shows people that you are active, that you are aware of them, and it gives them the attention that everyone who's coming to you is looking for. In addition to responding to everyone, you should be reaching out and creating opportunities for yourself. Almost everyone has a podcast nowadays, so get on them. Start working with and collaborating with not only your friends, but anyone that you find interesting. Start meeting new people outside of your comfort zone. Collaborate in as many places as you can. So here are some really easy goals that you can do to make this a little bit more actionable for you, because I feel like this is a little ambiguous still. I want you to collab on 2 different streams every single month, and I want you to invite 2 different streamers onto your stream every single month. This means that you are reaching out, but you're also pulling people into your space. Also, set a timer for how much you respond to comments. This can get overwhelming really quickly, especially if you're someone who gets a lot of comments. So something that I like to do is I dedicate 30 minutes a day to responding to comments everywhere. This means YouTube, all my social media, all of my Discord comments, my emails, any outreach that I have to do, any interaction that I have to do, I schedule into that 30-minute time block. This prevents you from spending hours and hours just responding to stuff on social whenever you could be making a bigger piece of content that will be more helpful for people. It also prevents you from just mindlessly scrolling, which I never do. At some point, the amount that you have to respond to everyone might get a little bit difficult. It might feel like you are constantly responding and you're also creating all of this content. You're also responding to everyone in your Discord and managing that community. You are creative, so you're coming up with all the ideas for your content. It can get really overwhelming really fast, and this is where you want to bring on a team. I really believe that one of the most important things if you want to be successful on Twitch, you want to be successful as a streamer, as a creator, is building a team of people that help you achieve your goals, because no one can achieve anything alone. Especially not streamers or content creators. It can be so difficult because we're making YouTube videos, podcasts, we're streaming, posting on social, hopefully figuring out a really good monetization strategy, managing everything, doing the admin work behind the scenes. There's so much. It's very easy for it to get overwhelmed. So the more that you can learn how to outsource the work that you don't necessarily need to be doing to someone who could do it probably better than you can, the better you are going to feel, the clearer your mind is going to be, so that you can focus on the in front of the camera work and being more creative to create better content. This can be as simple as posting in your Discord and looking for an editor in your community. We do this with mods all the time. We have people who help us manage our chats. Why do we forget about everything else? So we're running through all this stuff, right? We're hustling, we're collaborating, we have all of the admin work getting done, but we will be miserable if our mindset is miserable. I don't usually like to talk about mindset because I find it to be very ambiguous and it's not very actionable for you all. It's kind of like woo-woo. You don't really get a ton of value from it, I feel like, but some of you do, and it's still very important, and this is why this tip is in here. If you have a terrible mindset whenever you are streaming or during this journey, you are going to be so upset the entire time and you're gonna hate your life. This could be maturity level. We're all at different life stages. There's a lot of reasons that we could feel this way. But if you are constantly playing the victim and saying that you can't grow because of this person or because this type of streamer, then you're not gonna grow. You're not gonna do the work because you constantly have a scapegoat. And trust me, I used to be like this too. I actually hated booby streamers whenever I first started streaming on Twitch back in like 2013. But if I focused on those streamers, I would never have started paying attention to myself, my content, and done all the things that I did to grow and get partnered. Sometimes it really just takes time, and sometimes it takes failing over and over and over and sucking for a long time until you get to the place where you want to be. But you need to be tenacious and keep at it while remaining patient and knowing that your time will come. Don't allow yourself to be defeated by the people who are doing better than you or someone who just came along and blew up overnight. Seek to understand and overcome the things that you're struggling with. And if those things are outside of your control, don't worry about them, baby. Also, mute the haters, because who really cares? Now, aside from being a successful streamer, you probably also want to grow your community. So make sure that you click on this video to go and learn all about that. I'm gonna hang out with my community, my family. Help.